All right, so the demo that I am doing today is how to make the base, just the platform of this theater card. It's called a theater card. So it's kind of, you can see how it would get that name. It kind of like pops open like theater curtains. Super cute card. All right, so to make this card, the first thing you need to do is cut down 4 pieces of paper all to the same size. So I chose 6 by 6. To me, it leaves lots of space then in this window. The smaller down you go, obviously the less space you're gonna have to play with when you get to decorating your card. So I cut down 4 pieces of paper to 6 by 6. I did try and make a smaller one that was 4 1/4, and these spots around the edge, they need to be about 1 inch thick. Otherwise, when you open and close, like this front window is not attached at all. So if it's any thinner, you start to accidentally have it fall off the tracks. So I had a hard time, and I wound up not using the smaller one because I made it 1/2 inch around the front, and you can see it keeps falling off. So I would definitely suggest, if you're making this, never make this frame around the front thinner than 1 inch across. So that is exactly what I did. I took my first 6 by 6 square and cut another square out of the inside with 1 inch on all sides. So that insert then would be 4 by 4 because there's 1 inch on either side missing. So this is a 4 by 4 hole inside of a 6 by 6 square. So now there's 3 still solid squares and 1 6 by 6 square that has a hole cut out of it. You're also gonna need 2 strips of 1 inch by 5.7 inch pieces of paper, as well as 2 strips of 1 inch by 10 inch pieces of paper. So all in all, there is 4, 5, 6, 8 pieces of paper. 4 6 by 6, 2 1 inch by 5.75 inch, and 2 1 inch by 10 inch. Once you've cut everything, so that's all the cutting that there is, you have those 8 pieces, and you've cut the insert out of this. That's all the cutting you need. Then we have to do a little bit of scoring on some of these. So one of the 6 by 6 squares stays exactly as it is. That's the back of the card, the base of the card. You don't have to do anything to it. One 6 by 6 square stays exactly how it is. So this piece and this piece are ready. That's all we have to do to them. The other 2 6 by 6 squares you need to score at 3 inches and then halfway between. So 1.5 inches and 3 inches you score. Same with the other one, at 1.5 inches in and 3 inches in you score. And then there's 3 inches on this side that is no scoring. So from this edge, you go in 3 inches and score. From this edge, you go in 1.5 inches and score. So there's 2 score marks there on both of these papers. And on the 1 inch by 10 inch strips, you score 2 inches in from either end. So from this end, you measure in 2 inches and score. From this end, you measure in 2 inches and score. And then also 1 7/8 inches in, you score. So 2 inches and then 1/8 of an inch closer to the edge, you score again. So I'll hold it really close so you can see you're basically making like a little ridge there, so it's not a flat fold, so that there's space for your curtains, what would be theater curtains to slide through. So on both ends you score at 2 inches and 1 7/8 inches, so that there's space there, if that makes sense. Okay, so you do that with both of the 1 inch by 10 inch strips, so that both of them have that sort of space in their fold, which gives it room for the paper to slide. So once you've done that, we'll sort of pull all of our pieces. That's all of the work. Now we just need to put it all together. So you can take your base paper and sort of set it down onto your workspace. Then you'll take your two 6-inch squares that you have scored at 1.5 inches and 3 inches, and you'll just accordion fold, so one direction then the other. So it's gonna look like that after you've folded it. And then you'll do that with the other one as well. So now both of those 6 inches squares, once they're folded up, they look like they're 3 inches now. Then you will take this, so if you're looking at it like this, you want this piece here. So the big 3-inch surface, the smooth 3-inch surface is facing you. The 1.5 inch surface that's facing down, you're gonna apply score tape to and stick it down onto this half of your card so that it's gonna look like that when it's glued together. I'll just quickly do that and show you that. Where did I put my score?
Are you putting this one on as well on a YouTube thing?
Yes, I'm recording.